Yo, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing, and I'm back at it with another boxing video. Bad news for Gervonta Davis. Tank Davis gets arrested in Parkland, Florida, Broward County, for yet another domestic violence charge. You heard? Domestic violence with the cause to cause bodily harm. Those are the charges that are pending against him. He's been arrested in Florida, Broward County Jail, and no bail has been sent. Tank Davis has a fight coming up in less than 2 weeks. I mean, he's be in my city, Washington D.C. at the Capital One Center, January the 7th versus Hector Garcia. You know what I mean? Now, this is a big, major setback for the man Tank Davis. You know what I mean? Tank Davis is a guy who, I'm gonna keep it tall with y'all, man. I'm tired of this bum ass Negro, man. This bum ass Pookie and Ray dude is just a dude with money who don't even fight the best in his division. Y'all could gas this dude up all you want, but I'm tired of him. And I was his number one supporter coming on these YouTube streets. I've been watching Tank Davis fight since 2013, 2014 at the DC Armory. You know what I mean? Before we had an MGM in the Washington, D.C. area. You check it? Now, the man Tank Davis, like I said, he's been arrested with no bail for a domestic violence charge. And guess what, y'all? This is not his first domestic violence charge. I remember he had one in February 2020 in Florida, okay? I mean, this guy's been arrested more times than fellas who are on the streets who are really doing shit. And this guy's a quote-unquote millionaire. I mean, you can't give a Pookie and Ray money and think that the man gonna change and straighten up. I mean, this is Tank Davis for y'all. Not to mention, Tank Davis is a guy who also has a case pending for a hit and run on his birthday that was live on camera in a Porsche. You know them Porsche Cayennes. And that shit was caught live on camera in HD on CCTV. You know what I mean? So Tank Davis is a guy also has who was in an altercation in DC a few years ago, maybe 2020. He got arrested, and there's a lawsuit pending for that particular case. You know what I mean? Fellas trying to get some bread off of Tank Davis. You check it. Might have been provoked. I wasn't there, but my point is, you know what I mean? This guy's supposed to be on his dean, trying to win world titles, trying to define and cement his legacy. But here he is doing nut ass shit. What the hell you doing with women anyways 2 weeks before the fight? You know what I'm saying? Really and truly, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be disciplined. You know how many disciplined fighters out there leave their wife, kids, and family at home for 8 weeks during training camp to get ready for a big fight? Apparently, Tank Davis ain't about that life, man. He gonna have bras all around him. Now, look, I don't know the fullness of the situation. You know, some of these women out here, you know, they are gaslighters, and try to provoke fellas, especially fellas who have something to lose, like Tank Davis. You know what I mean? I wasn't there. I don't know the fullness of this. I'm just reporting the news. But really and truly, what you got women around you for, especially if you got to put hands on them. You see, me, I ain't never put my hands on no woman because I don't deal with them type of women where I even got to raise my voice or raise my pimp hand to backslap them. I don't got to do none of that. You check it. You check it. Any woman who's around me, they going to stay in line and act like a lady. You check it. All that masculine behavior, y'all, they could lead that somewhere else. You check it. Lead the masculinity to me. You dig? But Tank Davis, yet he finds himself here in another situation. And like I said, that particular hit and run, a pregnant, the one that was in Baltimore, the night of his birthday in his Porsche Cayenne, that shit involved a pregnant woman. You know what I mean? And he fled the scene. You check it. Now, I got to ask y'all one time, what the hell is the difference between Adrian Broner? Wow, y'all was laughing when I called this dude Tank Davis, Adrian Broner 2.0, about 3, 4, 5 years ago. What the hell is the difference between Adrian Broner and Tank Davis? I'll tell y'all the difference. They both some nut ass dudes who do stupid shit for fellas who got some paper in the boxing game to get being arrested left and right, right? But the only difference between these two fellas is Adrian Broner fought some live motherfuckers. Adrian Broner resume is stacked with fellas who are live dudes, very good fighters. Win, lose, or draw, he fought them. The difference with Tank Davis' resume is Slim ain't fought nobody. You check it. The fight versus Pitbull Cruz, I had that fight a draw. And if I had to give anybody the victory that particular night, it was a little Mexican, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. You're right. Let's talk about it, man. And I ain't even looking at no damn box rack. I've been watching this guy before y'all even knew he existed, except if you're from the DMV, from DC, Maryland, and of course, Baltimore, where he from, right? The livest dude, the best fighter this man has ever fought on his whole resume, his whole career, is Jose Pedraza, y'all. And that was in 2016. You check it, 2016. Y'all gave him props for fighting fellas like Rolly Romero. Come on, y'all. Anybody who knows boxing know that that man, Rolly Romero, is some hot garbage. Slim is some trash. He ain't shit. He's not a good fighter. Yeah, I mean, you could tell how he fights. He doesn't have extensive boxing background. You know what I mean? This is the kind of guy, Rolly Romero, who probably came from kickboxing or wrestling or some other sport. And just like a Dillian White. Nothing against Dillian White. Although Slim got knocked out, that shit was funny to me. But at the end of the end, I thought he lost his last fight or at least got a draw. But at the end of the day, Tank Davis really hasn't fought fellas. You know what I mean? He tried to prove to us that, I ain't fight, I only fight little dudes. He went and fought the Jose Barrios guy at 140 pounds. Who the hell was Jose Barrios? He was just a little regular title holder. The biggest name, them fellas, Mario Barrios from San Antonio, the biggest name he had was that white dude, the redhead who wears a cowboy hat who used to fight on FS1 all the time. I can't even remember his name. Come on, these are the guys y'all give Tank Davis props for, man. I'm tired of this, y'all. Look, man, a lot of casuals like Tank Davis because of his Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers, then deletes. He deletes his tweets, you know what I mean? You check it. Casuals don't know shit about boxing. They just see the highlight knockouts. But they not asking themselves, who the hell is he knocking out? Who are these dudes he's knocking out? You know what I mean? Now, I told y'all, man, I'm not mad at the fight versus this Hector Garcia, the Dominican guy. I ain't mad at the fight. But yet again, never forget, yet another dude that Tank Davis is bringing up in weight. You know what I mean? Tank Davis has never fought no live dude or the best of the best in any division he's campaigned at, whether it was 130. I told you, I remember that night when he was in the same division and a title holder with Lomachenko, and they asked them fellas, Tank Davis, about Lomachenko. Slim get to stuttering and shit, you know what I mean? Don't want no smoke with that man. I don't know why. It's a very good competitive fight. And Tank Davis has a big, to me, he could win that fight, you know what I mean? But nah, it's not in his plans. He wants them easy fellas. And this is what pisses me off, you know what I mean? You check it. This is what gets me mad, you know what I mean? People give this guy props for fighting nobodies, you know what I mean? He ain't never fought no Teofimo Lopez, never fought no Josh Taylor, never fought no Regis Prograis, never fought no Devin Haney, no Shakur Stevenson, no Lomachenko. He's not fought the best dudes in his division. Everybody he fights is fellas who are some cold bums, straight up and down. You know, he looked like booty butt cheeks versus the man Yuriokis Gamboa. That was a premature stoppage. Can't compare what Isaac Pitbull Cruz did to the man Gamboa versus as opposed to what Tank Davis did, you know what I mean? Devin Haney, he ain't looked that great as far as the Gamboa fight, but guess what? Who cares? He has all the straps at the moment. He's fought the better competition. You know what I mean? Them fellas brought up Santa Cruz up in weight. You know what I mean? Jesus Cuela, Hugo Ruiz, all these dudes were small dudes. Francisco Fonseca, That was a fight where he probably actually should have got disqualified for hitting the man while he was down in the back of the head when he was down on his knee. So we just gotta keep it tall, man. Tank Davis is just a Twitter finger, Pookie and Ray Ray with money. You know what I'm saying? This Negro right here has done a whole lot of nothing in the boxing game, but gets a lot of props. Why you think this guy is I'm sure he's had an 9 year career, 9 year career, and he's never even been close to sniffing the pound for pound list. It's because of his resume. He ain't fought nobody. So it makes me laugh when I see a lot of casuals who only show up on Twitter to talk boxing when he fights, and they think that this dude is the truth. The truth? Shh. Y'all niggas just started watching boxing 5 minutes ago, talking about this dude is the truth, man. This is actually embarrassing, him being put in this situation. Now, like I said, I don't know the fullness about what happened and what provoked him to do what he did, according to the police report. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be keeping no ratchet assholes around you 8 weeks or 2 weeks in from your big fight in Washington, D.C. And if I was back in the city, I'm on vacation, man. I'm out the country, y'all. If I was back in D.C. in the city, you already know, I'd definitely attend a fight. I haven't been to a live boxing fight since 2019. 2020, I was supposed to go to a fight. It got canceled because of COVID at the MGM National Harbor, Oxon Hill, Maryland. And there ain't been no big fights in my city since, you know what I mean? And this is a very good fight. I like the fight and I like the undercard. I would have attended it live, but I'm going to just have to watch it on TV, just like the rest of y'all who are not attending the fight or who are not in the Washington, D.C. area. But this Pookie and Ray Ray ass dude, only difference with him, I told y'all, man, Adrian Broner 2.0. I said this 3, 4, 5 years ago. Only difference is, when I say Adrian Broner 2.0, it's because of all the outside of the ring antics and shenanigans, getting arrested left and right. But the only difference is Adrian Broner fought live motherfuckers from the get-go, whether it was Maidana, whether it was even Paulie Malignaggi when he was going up in weight and kept fighting fellas like Sean Porter and the Mikey Garcias and the Pacquiaos. He's fought live dudes. Them fellas, Tank Davis is protecting that. That's why he still hasn't fought nobody till this day and has an undefeated record. It's the truth, y'all. You can say what you want. I know a lot of fanboys going to be mad, but that's on you. Take that up with your mama, not me. You know what I'm saying? The man Tank Davis ain't fought nobody. Best fighter he fought on his resume till this day is Jose Pedraza. And y'all fellas might talk about how he waxed or washed the man Pedraza. No, that was a very, very good competitive fight. Pedraza got caught, was it in the 5th round, and that's all she wrote. I believe in Tank Davis' power left and right, his left hand and his right hand. But at the end of the day, this dude got to knock out live dudes, you know what I mean? If you're going to tell me that knocking out Leo Santa Cruz is the best fighter that he's knocked out on his resume, I'm going to hit you with the counter. Well, he brought him up like 2 weight classes, right? Fighting at 135. Where does the man campaign at? The man Leo Santa Cruz at 126. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Hit that thumbs up when you come in this room. B Marsh Boxing. Tank Davis, 2 weeks before his fight in Washington, D.C., gets arrested on a domestic violence. When this man should be actually training, getting his mind right for the game, he's sitting somewhere in a county jail in Broward County, Florida. What a loser. B Marsh Boxing, I'm gone.